Hi everyone, it's Connor McDougall with Redder & Company Sotheby's International Realty and McDougall Real Estate. I'm back today to bring you another edition of the McDougall Monthly Market Monitor, where I'll give you updates about the current trends and statistics for the Tri-Cities housing market. The Tri-Cities housing market continues to be strong, regardless of how other markets are performing. There were 379 homes sold in June, which is about the same numbers we saw in May. We are starting to see a change in the days on market. Higher interest rates have pushed some prospective buyers out of the market, so there hasn't been as much activity around new listings. That being said, this is a much needed change as it gives buyers in the market some breathing room, which they have not had over the last couple of years. Along with the increasing days on market, we've also seen a substantial increase in number of homes on the market over the past month. Active listings are up almost 18% compared to May. This is normal during this time of year as families with children prefer to move during summer when school is out. The average sales price for homes continues to climb as we come into the busy season for home buying. Along with the higher median days on market, we're starting to see the value of offers over asking price decrease, another sign that we're moving closer towards a balanced market, although we're not quite there yet. In June, the city of Kennewick saw similar numbers for home sales and median days on market as what the rest of Tri-Cities saw. Average sales price continues to climb and the average price over asking was up to $5,500 for Kennewick. Similar to the Tri-Cities average, Kennewick inventory was up 18%, which means there's more selection out there for buyers to find what they're looking for. The number of homes sold in Pasco went down slightly, but median days on market and inventory both decreased. Median days on market and inventory both increased. Average daily inventory in Pasco increased 37% from May to June, which is the highest increase amongst the major cities in Tri. Average sales price was way up, but that was mostly due to the sale of a large $1.75 million home. When you remove the highest and lowest price sales from the data, the average sales price was actually $479,450. Median days on market in Richland jumped all the way to 8 days. Imagine having a whole week to make an offer on a house. Similar to the other cities, inventory is up 17% in Richland. Richland was the only city with a decrease in average sales price, but I would expect to see that turn around next month. Oftentimes when we see one of the cities go against the other three, it doesn't last more than a month and we'll see that trend turn around. Despite the 8 median days on market, houses in Richland are still selling for almost $5,000 over asking on average. West Richland was the only city out of the major three that didn't see a significant increase in inventory. The city did see a strong rebound on average sales price, as I had predicted. As previously mentioned, we're likely to see the same with Richland next month. Average sales price over asking is almost $5,000 in West Richland, but that's a significant improvement over the last few months where it hovered around the $15,000 over asking mark. So people were really bidding hard to get into those Richland homes. Mortgage rates continue to rise as the U.S. Federal Reserve rolled out another rate hike in June that raised the rate by 75 basis points, which is the biggest single rate hike since 1994. Some economists are predicting that the next rate hike could also be 75 basis points. Almost everyone agrees that interest rates are going to continue increasing at least until 2023. So if you're currently in the market and looking to buy in the next 6 to 12 months, purchasing now could save a significant amount of money if home values continue to appreciate alongside the rising mortgage rates. The interest rates we're seeing are still at historic lows relative to what we've seen in the past. It's important to realize that the last several years were the outlier, not the rule. Those who got into interest rates under 3% were lucky, but if someone is waiting for them to drop back down to those levels, it could be a while. Here's an updated chart showing the inventory for Tri-Cities. Based on previous year's trends, I would expect our inventory to peak somewhere around 600 homes on the market in late summer and early fall. Although with the rising interest rates, we could see inventory increase to levels we haven't seen since 2019, which would be a great thing. Based on historic trends, we should expect to see average sales price peak a month or two before inventory does. We'll most likely see sales price decrease slightly through the winter. That's normal prior to what we've seen in the last couple of years in COVID. I wouldn't recommend waiting for a crash, but if you're looking for the best time to buy, this fall and winter could be a good option, especially for first-time home buyers. Kennewick, Richland, and West Richland seem to be following similar annual trends for homes sold. Pasco is the only city that has seen its homes sold number decrease for 3 months in a row. I'll have to keep a closer eye on Pasco market to see if I can identify a reason for why this is happening. As discussed in previous slides, we're finally starting to see the median days on market rise after 2 years of an extremely fast-paced market. What this means for buyers is that they've got less competition and a few more days to make a decision. That doesn't mean you'll be able to succeed if you're underprepared, but it does mean you have a little extra breathing room, even if it means the sellers have to sweat it out for a few extra days, because they've been used to getting multiple offers within the first day and having their pick of offers. The most important thing to remember is the housing market over the last couple of years has been moving at 120 miles per hour. What we're currently seeing is the market slowing down to somewhere in like the 90 mile per hour range. It's still moving quickly, it's above the speed limit, and still favors the sellers, but we still have a ways to go until we're doing 70 miles per hour again. Like the speed limit on a highway and what we would call kind of a balanced market for this analogy. That's all for this edition of the McDougall Monthly Market Monitor. If you're not already subscribed to it by email, please click the link below. And if you're looking to receive more information about the Tri-Cities housing market, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See y'all next time.